Tonight, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Out onto the field comes the Colts offense for their first series. And at quarterback, a new name this year to the franchise, of course, but certainly not new to the league. A 15-year vet, former league MVP, Matt Ryan.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
To the air right away is Ryan. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. 1 play, 10 yards.
Now that was great. He executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit.
Hey, Coach, I told Bama this guy with the Colts, he just told me to put him on auto. So I just wanted you to know what was going on.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Ryan. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. DeAndre Carter back deep. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Los Angeles taking the field, led by Justin Herbert, third-year man out of Oregon, whose career is off to an incredibly productive start.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rolling to his right. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Jamison Williams, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Ryan to throw. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more.
Oh, my God. Really? They lying. They lying now.
So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
Now they lying.
But that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Ryan on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Ryan. And it is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell.
Nobody back there.
Touchdown grab. And the Colts are
Damn it.
extra point away
Ain't
from
playing
evening
complete.
this one up. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture in the AFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 115 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. 7-7, our score after 1. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Running on first down, Eckler. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The Chargers at 12-2 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once more, here's Eckler. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, it's Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Eckler now between the tackles. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Herbert just beat the play clock. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Touchdown! Quez Watkins. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have moved out in front. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you'll love it.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
It's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. Y'all know it, too.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Ryan. They'll set up the
Come on.
Taylor.
Bullshit.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. To throw is Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown Colts. Mo Alley Cox from 4 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. LA set to take over again on offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Herbert on first down now. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got a man complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Chris Watkins with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Well, the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And this time, they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So we have reached halftime, intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First and 10 is Spiller. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, Eckler. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. Touchdown, Chargers. Quez Watkins, 38 yards. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Ryan over the middle here. It's Hilton. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag.
Really? Y'all coming up with some bullshit now. Wow.
Well, that frustration, Charles,
this is
it's
straight bullshit.
On the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw here pulled in by Hilton. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Ryan gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 26. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm going to the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Taylor. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They started on the ground with Eckler. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Herbert off the play action. Steps away. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give up the middle to Kelly. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got it to Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Herbert. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Herbert now. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler from 6 yards away. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On first down, Ryan.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, Ryan.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll throw on first down with Ryan.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off.
Touchdown! Mo Alley-Cox, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. the middle with Eckler. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Me for her. No time.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Look at that. It's bullshit. Straight bullshit.
Now Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Come on, man. Cheating. Oh, my God. Really?
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. Now it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Pass complete to Allie Cox.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Chargers, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So